Extraction of the remaining bunker fuel on board the shipwrecked Gulfstream vessel is expected to occur on Sunday. Director of the Tobago Emergency Management Agency, TEMA, Allan Stewart, estimates that over 20,000 barrels of bunker fuel are still on board the vessel. Preparations are being made to facilitate that process. This report by Kandace Jackson provided more details.
Over 20,000 barrels of bunker fuel remain on board the Gulfstream vessel. On Sunday, the international company TNT Salvage hopes to extract all of it. Allan Stewart, director of TEMA, explained that it is a complicated process.
That is going to be extracted first, being brought to shore, stored in frac tanks, and then there is another process where you move it from there to the Scarborough port onto a barge. That's the plan going forward. We hope it holds. Sometimes these things are very agile. You make changes on the go.
Systems are being set up to monitor every stage of the process and to respond in case of any eventuality. Stewart says the process is supposed to take up to 14 hours.
Now that 14 hours could stretch out into days. It all depends on the but you're looking at measurements in terms of suction and how long it will take. There are many, the vessel itself is divided up into chambers. They take those into consideration, so you move from one chamber to the next.
As part of the preparation process, several holes are being drilled into the hull of the vessel.
They make the opening from as you know, the ship has capsized, yes. So you have to get into those tanks, getting from the hull into it, and then making other holes, openings in order to get to the tank itself. So that process takes time.
After the bunker fuel is extracted, exploring the possibility of moving the vessel from the reef would be considered. In the meantime, Stewart reported that they had cleaned up most of the oil from the affected beaches. However, oil remains lodged in some places of the rocky coastline that are difficult to access, and in some rivers. As a result, he explained that the public should expect to see oil surfacing at times in the months ahead.
Every now and again, there will be oil showing up on your beaches because there are oil that may have sunk in the sand. And as you have rough seas or high tides or inland water going out to sea, where some of these rivers are concerned, they are going to create a situation where what is below the sand will be washed up.
Authorities have been dealing with the oil spill since February 7th, when the vessel was discovered capsized on a reef near Cove Estate. No one has claimed responsibility for the vessel as yet. Kandace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.